Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be talking to you about why relationships fail. And let's kick it off with why I think relationships fail. Is because we stop having fun. Relationships are supposed to be fun. The person that you are with is supposed to be fun. I understand that reality in life isn't always fun and games, right? But you do your best to look forward to one another and to have fun together, to overcome obstacles, overcome challenges, and enjoy each other's company, and to be intimate with one another. And when you stop having fun and you get serious way too fast, that's when all the problems begin to occur. Because I noticed that even me in the past, most of us guys who are very anxious and insecure, we tend to get into a relationship very quickly. And because we fear that we're going to be alone for the rest of our life, we fear that they will eventually realize that we have nothing to offer, these self-limiting beliefs. But when in actuality, they're in front of you, you're always good enough. And so getting serious way too fast to try to trap them and try to make them yours and have them belong to you isn't the right approach. You have the rest of your life to be serious. So why not take your time and have fun? And you shouldn't really be committing to anyone until you really get to know them. And I feel as though a good general rule of thumb is 6 months. 6 months to 2 years is when you really get to know someone a lot better. And I see a lot of relationships fail, especially early on, because they commit to one another by the second or third month. And I feel like that's a little too early. You're placing all of these expectations onto someone else, and you're hoping that they will be able to resolve your insecurities, resolve your fears of being alone. Now that you have someone, you don't really have to try that hard. Now you could be complacent. I put in all of this effort, so now I could chillax, relax, and just enjoy the moment. But you're taking the relationship for granted. You're taking that person for granted. You're not having fun anymore. You're not exhibiting the same behaviors and tendencies that drew them to you in the first place. You're essentially lying to them. You're exhibiting such a behavior to draw them into you, to be with you, and then once you have them, you change. So of course, that's where I see a lot of women begin to test their men, their partner. You made it feel like you were this person, but in actuality you weren't. So you're a liar. And this is where I see a lot of problems come about when women test their significant other. Men really don't know how to respond very well to criticism, especially when it comes from their significant other, from what I've seen at least, and even from my own personal experience, that we tend to react. We get upset, we get frustrated, we start throwing tantrums, ultimatums. Our true insecurities and traumas that we've dealt with in our life come to fruition. It shows itself within the relationship. And the other thing too is competing. Competing with one another will kill a relationship so quickly, because you're essentially not seeing your partner as an equal. You're seeing them as someone lesser than you. And that's not cool at all. Not cool. Because again, a relationship is one where you come together as equals. Input and output is equal, or should be equal. Of course, it's just, in actuality, it's not really like that. But you should come in with at least the mindset of equality, that this person is my equal, and I'm going to contribute equally to them, and them vice versa to me. And when all of these expectations that you place on your significant other begin to fail and begin to crumble, that's when problems arise in the relationship, especially when you're not having fun anymore. when you're continuing to have fun, you can give your partner passes. Like, for example, if they don't wash the dishes, but they're very fun to be around, you'll give them a pass. They don't clean the house, they don't do things that you know they don't do. We know our partners very, very well. We know what their limitations are. We know what they want to do, what they're willing to do, what they can do, and what they can't do. But when you take away the factor of fun, that's when it gets very frustrating. That's when you start lashing out at them. And relationships are honestly overall very, very difficult to manage. It's very, very easy to get into a relationship, but it is extremely, even more so, difficult to maintain a relationship, and especially a healthy one at that, where there are things that we want, right? Like communication, healthy boundaries, trust, companionship, financial stability, all of those things. But the most important thing is fun. You go into a relationship to provide exclusivity to that significant other, and you really should just have fun. If you forget to have fun, then the relationship is as good as dead. So I just wanted to share with you guys my personal 2 cents on why I think relationships fail. You should have fun, love each other often, and try not to be so serious all the time. And you should try your best to respond with humor as opposed to reacting negatively to, tests, to criticism, things of that nature from your significant other. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.